Games for Two is a category all about gamer pairs. The suggestions on this list are perfect for the gamer twosomes in your life, offering head-to-head challenges, cooperative puzzles, highly strategic gameplay, or just enough randomness to level the playing field and keep them coming back for more. Every gamer pair is different, so here are some suggestions to make shopping for them a little easier.
Sky Team is a fantastic cooperative dice assignment puzzle for two. As the pilot and co-pilot headed in for a landing, you and your partner will need to coordinate the assignment of your dice in order to make sure that you manage your speed, the angle of your approach, and the air traffic ahead of you, all while making sure that you come in for that safe landing. The catch? Well, during your turn, you can't communicate with your partner. With lots of scenarios that introduce increasingly complex challenges, such as bad weather and fuel management, it's no wonder Sky Team won the coveted Spiel des Jahres award in 2024. And for those pilot-co-pilot pairs who can't get enough, there's the recently released Turbulence expansion, which adds 20 more scenarios, as well as new challenge modules that only add variety to this absolutely excellent two-player cooperative puzzle.
Lord of the Rings: Duel for Middle-earth is the newest twist on that classic literary struggle between the forces of Sauron, hell-bent on conquering Middle-earth, and the Fellowship, who are in a desperate struggle to destroy the Ring of Power and save their homes. Played out over 3 chapters, Duel for Middle-earth has each player vying to complete one of the 3 victory conditions before the other player can manage it, either by completing the quest for the ring, gathering the support of 6 different races, or spreading their influence to all 7 regions of the board. Duel for Middle-earth is actually a re-implementation of Seven Wonders Duel, an excellent 2-player adaptation of Seven Wonders. But Duel for Middle-earth takes the core concepts of Seven Wonders Duel and expands and refines them, resulting in a clever tug-of-war where every resource you gather gives your opponents new options, while making it possible for you to make bigger and bigger moves. Add to that the always excellent artwork of Vincent Dutrait, and what we've got here is a fantastic game for 2.
In Radlands, you'll lead a group of survivors in an irradiated post-apocalyptic wasteland where water is the most precious resource and the biggest threats are the rival tribes roaming the wastes. This head-to-head card battler is all about card synergies, as each card can either be burned for an immediate benefit or, if you've got the water to spend, played to one of the 3 camps that you're desperately trying to protect from your opponent. What makes Radlands really unique, though, is the fact that it's neither a deck builder nor a constructed deck game. Both players are actually drawing from the same deck of cards as the game goes on, so the strategy is all about adapting to the cards you get, not designing the deck that you're drawing from, and that makes it super easy to get set up and dive right into. And since you don't really control what cards you'll have access to, every game of Radlands promises to play out at least a little bit differently. The base game of Radlands is great, but for those who are looking to up their post-apocalyptic gameplay even more, keep an eye out for the very soon-to-be-released Cult of Chrome expansion that promises to add even more content to this absolutely solid card battler.
Dice Throne, from publisher Roxley Games, pits 2 sides in a head-to-head cards and dice battle, with an ever-increasing roster of fantasy warriors. Initially released back in 2018, Dice Throne quickly became a favorite of ours. Each of the many characters available feels unique in both theme and mechanics, and the combination of strategic dice rolling and hand management make every Dice Throne matchup a quick, tense battle. The physical design of the game itself is fantastic too, with custom dice, tokens, and player boards for every character you add to your collection. Most recently, Dice Throne has crossed over with Marvel, bringing characters like Deadpool, Black Panther, and the X-Men into this awesome head-to-head game. And we're sure the sky's the limit for this series, as new warriors get added all the time. And with rules that cover not only 1 versus 1, but also higher player counts, both as teams and in free-for-all battles, this game for 2 can still hit the gaming table when you've got more players to entertain.
Star Wars Unlimited brings iconic characters, locations, vehicles, and events from the Star Wars universe and delivers them in a constructed deck card battler. You and your opponent will use your unique deck of 50 cards to face off, trying to defeat them by depleting their hit points before they can manage to do the same to you. And all along the way, you'll be calling on these classic Star Wars heroes and villains to stand by your side. The gameplay in Star Wars Unlimited will feel familiar to those who have played collectible card games before, but it's a fairly streamlined system with a few unique twists that will make for interesting strategic challenges. Like some other recent games, Star Wars Unlimited treats all cards as potential resources, making you decide between keeping them in your hand for future plays or permanently losing access to them in order to play other cards. But one of the most unique aspects of Star Wars Unlimited's gameplay is how players alternate taking single actions each round, meaning that there's an extremely high potential for interactivity, as it's not possible to just slam down the perfect series of cards completely unanswered. It's less about swingy turns and more about methodical gameplay. Star Wars Unlimited is absolutely perfect for players who are either already fans of constructed deck games who are looking for something new, or who are Star Wars fans who really love the thematic design. If that sounds like a gamer pair on your list, then you should totally check out the recently released Shadows of the Galaxy starter set, which includes 2 unique decks and player mats, making it the perfect starting point for your adventures in Star Wars Unlimited.
Boop is an abstract pattern building game for 2, with just about the most adorable theme there ever was. Each player will control a group of kittens, hopping around the bed and booping, which is to say bumping into and gently pushing the other cats. 3 kittens in a row turns into a cat, and 3 cats in a row wins the game. Simple, right? Well, we're talking about competitive cat herding here, so it can actually be a pretty challenging little puzzle that we really love. And just in time for the holiday season is Boop the Halls, a twist on the classic Boop format. In Boop the Halls, the kittens are pouncing the ornaments being hung from a tree. 3 cats in a row still wins, but that's the nice victory condition. And if your kittens are naughty, then they can still win by booping 3 of their opponent's ornaments off the tree instead. This edition of the game uses a clever 3D board to add another level of strategy to this already Mensa award-winning puzzle. And between that and the adorable theme, we think Boop the Halls makes a perfect gift for the gamer pair on your list.
Hey, Meeple and I thank you for watching. If you want to see more of our reviews, please click on either of these playlists. One of them is our full-length review series, and the other one is Game in a Minute, where we tell you everything you need to know about a game in about 60 seconds. If you'd like to subscribe, please click the G and ring the bell so that you get a notification every time we publish. And if you like what we do and want to support us, please check out links to our Patreon below. We'll see you next game.